Mr. Stanley Pettigrew and Jimmy DeCourcy, you have made it into Wicklow's Hall of Fame. A painting on a corridor, in the corner your name. Bill Scott on the radio chats to Mr. Gay Byrne. Pat Sherlock, Mrs. Nagel and Brother Getaldus, with you I tried to learn. Stan J. O'Reilly, Andrew O'Brien and John Finlay, your contribution to the past. Thomas Flynn carving sculptures out of bogwood and of cast. Dermot O'Grady wrote a poem or two. Alfie Graham, he was so sweet. Mick Butler, Tony Murphy, Paddy Walsh, Liam Kavanagh and Kaki to make this verse complete. Nurse Leonard was the midwife down on the Dunbar Road. Fred Tevan was a pilot and he covered half the globe. Dr. Pippet, he might stitch you up any time you had a fall, and if you needed legal advice on Joe McCarroll you call. Sidney Shane brought the motorbikes to race here in the town. Joe Howard, Barney White and Barry Rice, we miss you not around. Dick Kavanagh made the candles, Jimmy Jones the copper tank, Brendan Roy and Ray Tumulty, you held the highest rank. Martin was the sheriff and an all-out Liverpool fan. Purple was a member of the Barmy Army gang. Billy McNamara, headmaster in the tech, and over on the quayside was the old Grey Stixon wreck. Do you recall a story, tragedy over Wicklow Bay? Let's ask Kieran Doyle to hear what he might say.
August 1970 saw yet another disaster in Wicklow Bay. There had been filming going on for a film called Zeppelin. The filming involved a helicopter and a biplane, a World War I British replica biplane. In the helicopter were 3 people, the director of the movie, a pilot and a cameraman, and in the biplane was Jim Liddy, a famed Irish Air Corps pilot. During the filming, they were simulating the biplane attacking the Zeppelin, and they had done a number of runs, and the director asked the pilot to move a little bit closer to the helicopter, during which both aircraft collided and fell into the sea, killing all on board. Moments after, the crowd realized that there had been something wrong, and the lifeboat and a number of other boats from Wicklow Harbour rushed to the scene. Shortly after 5 o'clock, the lifeboat launched, with coxswain Charlie Byrne, mechanic Bob Byrne, and along with the crew was the Honorary Secretary, Dr. Pat Liston. When they arrived on scene, they discovered that the bodies of the 3 occupants of the helicopter had been removed from the water and placed into a local fishing boat. The lifeboat escorted the boat back to Wicklow Harbour and then returned to the scene to try and search for the remaining person in the biplane. The remains of the biplane pilot, Jim Luddy, were not discovered till a couple of days later, and he was found still in the wrecked fuselage of the biplane under the water. His body was removed and taken from the scene. Also recovered was the fuselage from the helicopter, where the camera equipment was removed, and the fuselage was allowed sink, where it remains today in Wicklow Bay.
Tommy Dover keeps us up to date. The lifeboat is on call. Joe Kavanagh, Paddy Goodbody and Jimmy Kavanagh, best wishes to you all. Our love to all lifeboat crew. You are in this Hall of Fame, and even if you are now gone, we love you still the same.